Hello and welcome back to Codes and Gaming. We are here on Football Manager 20 for episode number 23, I believe, of our 1860 Munich series, and we are here at the start of the next season. We are in the Bundesliga 2, currently sitting second place because of numbers come before letters. So yeah, this is going to be like a transfer roundup sort of thing of a very interesting window, and then it's going to be the first game of the season, which will be the Freiburg Cup game. So let's move on to transfers. So as you can see, already this season there's been quite a lot of them. Let's get the ones that are the most expensive out the way. Let's have a look at the outs first over in this column here. These bad boys here. We've got Maziz went out, sold for 500,000. Christoph Matthias went to RB Salzburg for 375,000. This I had no control over, which is a bit annoying. He wouldn't sign a contract. He has got a lot of potential. We wouldn't sign the contract that I offered him, so he went and we got a compensation fee of 375,000. Grealiga went for 250, Batiste for 200, Rocker for 200, Becker for 150, Talau for 60, Cirque for 19,000, Bottinger for 350, this Thumb Duffus, that's a weird name, went for free. Etienne's gone on loan. It's one, I don't know if he has a, do they have a optional? No. So he's gone on loan for the season. They are paying him quite a lot of money. They're paying all of his wages and giving us £7,250 per month. So I thought that was a no-brainer. We have strengthened that side. So he has gone out on loan. Timotei on loan as well. He has an optional fee in his contract, in his loan, of 250,000. So if Holsten Kiel want to trigger that, they can. Leonard Sedrat went on loan. He's got after 5 matches, £15,000 mandatory fee. He's already played one of those, so only 4 more. And then Daniel Steiniger also went out on loan. And after 10 matches, 250,000 for him. So hopefully we can get quite a lot of money for next season. And that leads us on to this pile. So the reason why both backup strikers went out and why a left back went out was because we bought in a left back and a striker. So the first one is Leo Adrande for 750,000. It will go up to $1 million. He is good. He's a 24-year-old Brazilian. He is playing at pretty much at his potential, but his current ability is 3.5 star, which is quite good, and he comes in above Strella. And as you can see, there's also a new name down there as well. Good player for most Bundesliga 2 sides, so he comes in as first choice. We then got Julian Ryerson from Union Berlin for 450,000. That was something we set up at the end of last season. Very good all-round player. Both of our wing-backs are 24 years old, I've just realised. But 3.5 star current, 4 star potential. Potential to be a decent Bundesliga right back in the future. Good player for most Bundesliga 2 sides. He comes in as our first choice above Sissoko. We have Romling from Holsten Kiel. 1 in, 1 out there. They got Timotei, we got them. He's a 3-star current with a potentially 4.5 star 21-year-old German left back. He is potential to be a Bundesliga 2 left back in the future. I believe he's currently operating at a 3-league level. But he just adds another bit of backup. Strella will be playing in the under-19s for the start of the season unless anyone gets injured, or I want to call him back up, give him a bit more game time there rather than just having him on the bench. We've got Santos as well from Gremio. Who is a 3.5 star current ability, 19-year-old striker. Says he's a poacher, but we'll be playing as the advanced forward. With a 5-star potential ability, currently operating at 2 Bundesliga level, potential to be a Bundesliga striker in the future. He comes in as the backup to Otto. We've also got Knuff, who is a youngster. He will obviously be playing for the under-19s to get a bit of game time as that advanced forward. Or he can play false 9, to be fair. This is a weird player. But he came through our youth setup a couple of seasons ago, and he's been doing quite good for Munchen 18-16 Munchen 2. So we'll give him some more game time there. Then we have the frees. Now, Lukau is a free goalkeeper. He will be playing in this game as he's going to be our cup goalkeeper this season. 2.5-star current, potentially 5-star 21-year-old, another Brazilian. We can actually play non-EU players, which is what I've done here. He's currently operating at a 3-Liga level, but he has the potential to be a Bundesliga 2 keeper in the future, maybe even more if that potential ability is fulfilled. So he comes in as our third choice, but Mandanda should be leaving. I don't know how much he was going for. Oh no one's actually bought him yet. But yeah, we need to get rid of him. He's too old to be sitting on our bench, so he's going. And we've also got Krigelmeyer, who everyone wants, 16-year-old keeper who's already 2-star current ability, a year in our under-19s, should do him the world of good. So yeah, we've got options everywhere on the pitch. We also have Blake Pilkington, which I bought him purely because of his name, and then he's Australian, 21 years old, and then I realised he's 6'6". Oh my lord. His heading's only 8, but Jesus Christ, his heading reach is incredible. So, or is it? It's jumping reach is 16. Fantastic for a centre-back. He comes in as a 3.5-star current, 5.5-star potential, and comes in as our second best player, behind Talabidi. Yep, I don't know him either, but I bought him. Well, I signed him. He's a 21-year-old Togolese player, 4-star current, 4-star potential. I got him on a free 2 seasons ago. He played a season in the B team, was fantastic, and now he's coming into our first team as the first choice. Lang gets relegated to the bench purely because Lang is not 6'6". He is quite tall at 6'2". His jumping reach is 19 though. Bloody Nora. Maybe I might have to rethink this. He's got good heading as well. But either way, Tilabidi and Pilkington will be the starting partnership this season. It might change. We got Timo Königsmann from Mannheim. He comes in as our starting keeper, super keeper on support. He will be playing on defend more than likely. 3.5-star current, 4.5-star potential. He's looking good. Good player for most Bundesliga 2 sides. Potential to be a decent Bundesliga keeper in the future. Good. We then have Eden Masuma, who came in on a free from however you pronounce that. He is a box-to-box midfielder or a deep line playmaker or a Mazzala or a Carolero or an advanced playmaker or a central midfielder or anything in the middle of the park. 3-star current, 4-star potential, 25 years old. He might not reach that potential, but he would be a good squad player for us. And we then have Balu Tabla from Barcelona B. I love taking players from Barcelona B in everything I've done. Barcelona B players have been fantastic. He is a winger. He's Canadian. Who could be Ivorian. But for some reason, I think Canada counts as the EU for football. But I'm not too sure. But I signed him last season without me being confirmed to play in this league. So I'm assuming that I would have been able to play him. He's valued at 1.2 million. He comes in at 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He's a good player for most Bundesliga 2 sides, potentially to be a decent Bundesliga left winger in the future. He comes in purely because, as he's apparently better than Loretta, but he comes in because he can play on both sides. Obviously, inside forward on one side, a winger on the other, but he can play on both sides, and he's got good finishing. For 13 finishing is quite good compared to the rest of my team up there. I think Loretta has 11 finishing, but then Brock has like 9 or something. So hopefully he will score some goals. Is there any transfers still coming in? Oh yes, Christian Herk I'm offering a contract to. He is an attacking midfielder who can play back as a Mazzala on support or attack there. He was good. He was 3-star current, 4-star potential. As we sold Maziz, and he was the person we were going to use this cam, I thought I'd get someone else in and potentially sell him next season if we don't use him enough or if he gets a bit aggy about the whole thing. But that's about it. There is another one, I believe. there's potential for me to bring in Kenji Van Botto, who would be a very good left back there. He would come in as second best, which would mean Romlin can play for our B team for a season. But I don't know. And then there's Marchetti as well, who very good player. I'm pretty sure I tried to sign. No, I didn't try and sign him because I didn't have enough wage budget at the time. So he's another one that might come in. And then we've also got Sacco here. He has had a bid from him for Brescia. So I don't think I'm gonna get him. We've got enough strikers at the moment in time anyway, so we don't need to blow our wage budget on there. So this is the team that will face the Freiburg side. We have Lukau in goal, Leo Adrand on the left back position, Pilkington, Talibadi and Ryerson across our back four. New look back four, but it has improved significantly compared to last season's 2.5-star/3 star players. We have Custerman in the defensive midfield position with Efkan and Drezel up front. Those might change depending on what I feel. So it might not be. They might not stay as those two players in there. We've got Tabla on one wing and Brock on the other, which I will need to give numbers to quite a lot of players in this. Brock on the other side and Otto up front. Santos is on the bench, ready to come on. We can now name it 9 subs rather than 7. So that will help fitness issues that we had last season. But let's get into it. Squad numbers will give us players into the squad. He can have number 1. He can. You can have. You can't. Right. You can have 12. Pilkington can have 4. You can have 7, I guess. Santos 20. Sonica's not in the club. Who else? Leo can have number 2. Ryerson, who has Etienne's not at the club anymore. Talibadi. We will give him. We'll give him 16. Romlin can have 13 at the moment in time, and you can have 19. Yeah, you'll be our number 8. So there we go. That's all the squad numbers done. I'm attempting not to change squad numbers unless the player leaves now, so it's a little bit more realistic to what it was. You won't just go every season, just clear off the numbers and then redo them. But this is the team we're going to face today. They're playing a 4-4-2, which is interesting. I believe we are the underdogs. Yep, I know we're the underdogs, but we are more than capable. And I have faith. Let's try and get a win here. They want us to reach the second round minimum. And they want us to avoid relegation from the Bundesliga 2, which we are actually predicted to avoid relegation. As I will show you, I guess now. We'll do it now. We'll have a look at the season preview. So as you can see, it expects us to finish in 13th, which is comfortably above the relegation battle, which is very interesting. We've got some hard teams in here. We've got Hamburg, Werder Bremen, Union Berlin, Dynamo Dresden. They're quite a good team. Holstein Kiel and all that sort of stuff. So we will be fighting for our lives, but we should hopefully manage to stay up without really having to fight for relegation, which is what I'm attempting to do. But yeah, that's what we're predicted. And as they kick off in their weird purple kit, which is showing us as grey in this at the moment, from right to left. We have the ball now on this far side with a throw in, which is something I haven't actually done. I haven't actually set the throw-ins, but they are through on goal. They have a shot, and the cow manages to save the ball. Pilkington picking up another yellow card. He got sent off in the last friendly. Is his aggression quite high? Not really. It's a bit weird that he keeps getting carded. But either way, they are putting us under quite a lot of pressure. We'll go a bit cautious here, as they seem to be the better team. And we are at home, but that doesn't seem to be... Is that Lukaku? That cannot be actual Lukaku. That must be his brother. Must be Lukaku's brother. So they've had a shot on target, which is blocked, and then a shot which goes just wide. He has been booked, but I won't take him off tackles just yet. It's a bit early to do that. And hopefully we can actually win the ball back here as they have it on the far side. Custerman tries to put a challenge in, he can't make it, and they go back, and it's that should have been saved. It is a very, very long shot. And we go 1-0 down here. This is too far out to go into the near post. Too far out. Look at him. He's even backing up there. No. He shouldn't be beaten there. And we are 1-0 down, which is a bit weird. We don't normally find ourselves in this position, but we haven't for the last year, pretty much. So it will show a lot of resolve if we do manage to claw a result here. But they are just going past our defenders like they're not even there. I will always press them. And we now have the ball going forward as Efkan comes forward. That is a two-footed tackle here. It is a straight red card from the player who got the assist. And there's now potential. We're going to go a bit more balanced, and we're going to tell them to get creative here. They should go defensive now. We've got to watch that we don't get hit on the counter here, but we have got the player advantage, and I'm going to straight away do the attacking width to go extremely wide and try and spread them out a bit, as they now have a cross into the box with the header just wide. And they are struggling with a bit of conditioning. So we need to go and at least draw this game now. Right, time to show me something in the second half. Brock having a piss poor game. I think he's coming off. Do I have anyone that can go that side? Yeah. I have Tabler at that side. We'll get Loretta on. We will go with two wingers, actually. Loretta hasn't had a pre-season with us because he's been gallivanting across Europe with the under-19s for Germany, which he seems to do every year. Every year he's got some sort of international commitments in pre-season, which I suppose it's a good thing. He's getting a lot of caps at the under-20s. But we need to actually produce a chance here, because they've had two half chances. They've scored one of them. We've had nothing. We haven't even had a shot on target. What is that? Lukaku on this far side now, plays it inside, he has it back again, and one ball into the box. That is a really weird clearance, but come on. We need to do something here. And they have a free kick now. We're not doing anything. We've been outplayed by a 10-man team. I was going to say had to be offside, and it is. Good. Right, come on. Do something. As they've got a throw in on this near side again. What is happening? Put a challenge in. Jesus Christ, Pilkington gets it clear and it goes long to Otto. Now what can he do here? He goes past one man, back into Loretta, and nothing again. Come on. What has happened? Efkan playing poorly. Bergman comes on. I don't have anyone to play out there. Because Santos can't play that. No, he can only play up there. Can Otto play there? No. He can play apparently as a deep line playmaker though. Mental. Save one substitution. Right. We've got to get a shot on target. They've got 10 men. Got to. How are they still passing through us? Otto's got the ball now. Can he make it 1-1? No, he goes near post. That was never going in. And hopefully we now get a chance from this corner. On this near post routine. Can it work out again? Loretta tries to get the header. Pilkington picks it up. And tries to cross it. Lukaku closes it down. Come on, look at their fitness. How? How have we only had one shot on target? We've got a free kick now. There's half a minute to go. Loretta plays it in. Königsmann's there. and doesn't win the header. This is appalling. Right, start off the season with a nice loss. Great. Right, everyone's being fined. Can I not? No. That's a week's wages gone. Brock. That's half a week's wages gone. That was appalling. That is our first team. That was our first team that just lost there 1-0 with a player sent off in the 33rd minute. 60 minutes we had playing with a man advantage. That was appalling. Right. Well, in that case, you'll join you for the, oh my lord, that is going to be a painful. We'll join you for the Hamburg Werder Bremen game. That could be too. If we haven't won a game, well then I'm going to cry. But yeah, we'll join you for the Hamburg Werder Bremen game. Hopefully we can actually do a bit better than getting knocked out by Freiburg 1-0. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure to click that like button, comment and subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, make sure to click that notification bell to stay updated with everything on the channel. But until next time, goodbye.